Shout out to all my broke people. For the very low cost of a like, a comment, and a subscription, you could save the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, we got that Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 225. Now, my man was going at it with Gojo. He was going at it with Sukuna. Let's see what happens. Now, apparently, Sukuna's saying, no, I'm taking it easy on you. I really could just, you know what I mean? Could just wipe you out if I felt like it. Okay, we got a bunch of people sitting around. These are all these other sorcerers. They're all on our team watching the fight. Okay, Gojo has the limitless curse technique, which makes him invulnerable. The heck? What word is that? Inviolable. Hold on. How do you pronounce that? Inviolable. Never to be broken, infringed, or dishonored. Okay, so he has that. And Sukuna has tried neutralizing it with domain amplification. Domain amplification. Okay, it was in Megamaru's footage. A special grade cursed spirit used it against Gojo Sensei's limitless curse technique in Shibuya. And it worked. Now, but I don't know. It did. It neutralizes Gojo's domain. But how? It's like a simple domain, only more developed. It's like basically a regular domain. It neutralizes by using a domain that doesn't grant a curse technique in order to pour an opponent's curse technique into the empty space. It sucks. Basically, when it does it, it sucks the energy right out of you like a brothel. Okay, the Israelites are here. What's going on, Morgan? The Israelites are here, right? Yep. Black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, Kusakabe, can you do that? Of course not. He said, bruh. He said, I ain't built like that, man. He ain't built for it tough. He built more like a Kia. Okay, but I do have a sense of how it works. The drawback to amplification is that you can't use it together with an innate domain. My emojis are just stuck in white. Something is wrong with you. You want your emojis to be black. No, they're not white, they're yellow. I think they're supposed to represent white, but they're yellow. But in like in what you call them, like Simpsons, yellow people they white. But like what I can say like in other media you'll see like yellow and it'll be like Asians or something like that. But yeah, I think the yellows is white. But anyway, let's go. It appears that Sukuna is no exception. Okay, does that mean he's practically without a curse technique and still holding his own against Satoru? That's crazy. He's like, I'm going in there handicapped and still could fight him. Supposing there's a way for Sukuna to defeat the limitless curse technique, aside from amplification, Gojo will lose. Whoa. They better put some respect on my man's name. Stop playing with him. Supposing there's a way for Sukuna to defeat. I read it wrong. To defeat the limitless. Basically, if he takes away Gojo's technique, he'll win. All right, that makes sense. If that's the case, why isn't Sukuna expanding a domain? Using a curse technique is difficult immediately after domain expansion. Then shouldn't Sukuna get into a clash of domains with Gojo? Gojo was definitely wrong. He said that if Sukuna was at full strength, he'll still be able to beat him. He said just barely, but I'll be able to beat him. He just got buffed by a different sorcerer, right? Right? And Sukuna's holding his own. But Sukuna's in Megumi's body. He's not even in Yuji's body. He's not even at full strength. Nah, Sukuna got him. Like if they was back in the day, Sukuna would have slapped him, slapped the taste right out of his mouth. Okay. You make it sound simple, but dependent on the result, the fight would be over. Wouldn't that be a good thing? You're right. So why then? So then why can a domain's guaranteed hit even pierce Satoru's curse technique? He hinted it would be the it would be it would he hinted it would that time a he hinted it would that time a curse. I don't know how they. He hinted it would. He hinted it would that time a cursed spirit's domain swallowed them whole, all the way to the base. They got swallowed. Could it be that Sukuna suspects he can't beat Gojo in a domain clash? Given Gojo's devious personalities and six eyes, I doubt he'd fail to notice that. And if he suspected it, he'd have deployed his domain first. They're like, come on, man, Gojo's a genius. So if Gojo's a genius, right? And he would have known, and he found out that he could just pull out his domain and just beat Sukuna, he would have did it already. So if he didn't do it, that means he think it might not work, or he might think that it ain't gonna work. One of the two. Okay, then perhaps there won't be a domain battle based on what Uzumaki, and Yuji said. I don't think Sukuna closes barriers when opening domains. Isn't that impossible? He doesn't close barriers when opening domains. Isn't that a problem? Yes, it is. Except for Sukuna. It's impossible. Impossible. At least I think it is. So it's like totally impossible. Okay, toss me some water. Dude said, if you don't give me some water, I'm gonna knock you out. Okay, here you go. Why'd you do that? You told me to. I asked for water. I don't need the bottle. I think this is some type of way that he's explaining something. So he can open the barrier holds the domain or something. He's going to do something. Maybe the way people normally summon domains or whatever, or barriers, they do it a certain way. He does it in a different way. He thinks outside of the box. He said, I didn't say I wanted the bottle. I just wanted the water. So she splashed it on him. Boom, hit him with the water. Okay, that's what it's like to open a domain without closing a barrier. Squirted on him. Okay, so basically you open the domain, don't close the barrier, the domain comes squirting out. It'll squirt you. Okay, is it possible to hold water without a vessel? Can you paint a picture in the air, without a canvas? Do flowers bloom from a seed without root, leaf, or stem? It'd be like running software without hardware. Anyway, it's impossible. Nah, Sukuna done figured it out. He's using the abacus. Instead of using the computer, he used the abacus. He does something like that. Okay, Megumi's unfinished domain didn't shut the barrier. It could be Megumi's technique might help in that case. Remember, I was suspecting that the sorcerer that fought against Gojo's ancestor, whoever it was, the one who had the six eyes, was Sukuna, using the techniques that Megumi uses. So he might be able to use that. I don't know. It might be that power that allows him, that curse technique that allows him to use a domain without a barrier, or use a domain with a barrier, whatever it's called. I heard about something like that before promotion assessment, But that involved using buildings and existing barriers as external shells. This is on a far higher level, but Noritoshi Kamo Kenjaku did it. If he did it, what do you think Sukuna could do? If Kenjaku went halfway down the base, then you already know. If he went halfway down the shaft, I meant, then Sukuna can go all the way to the base and still be able to breathe. That's the difference between them. Okay, Sukumo resisted resisted with simple domain. Meanwhile, Tengen dispelled the domain with a barrier technique from outside. The simple domain got stripped away, but if Sukumo had been holding an open domain, I doubt a clash of domains would result because it'll amount to a clash with the barriers out of shell. Yes, it's very hard to keep up with, but it probably resulted in a struggle involving the curse techniques guarantee hits inside Yuki's domain. A struggle between what? I don't know. Maybe guaranteed hits. Guaranteed hits come with the barrier. So it'll have to be the barriers. I'm waiting for the end to figure out exactly what all this stuff means. Okay, we're talking about domains like they're no big deal, but eat up. But they eat up tons of cursed energy, right? So you can't do them lightly. You got to do them like a fat lady. Fish flakes. Okay, basically, do you remember this to dude that can't talk? Inumaki's right. Gojo Sensei would never run out of curse energy, or we think he wouldn't. That's because his curse energy efficiency is extraordinary, isn't it? He controls consumption through a constant self-preservation. But that assumes regular functioning, right? I bet it'd be different if he was consecutively if he was to consecutively open domains. Like if somebody did like this and spread his hole open, it might not work the way that he normally works. He probably can infinitely keep using curse energy as long as it as a certain as long as it's at a certain level. But if it goes higher than that, then he starts getting drained of his energy and drained of his energy. Okay, let's see. What about Sukuna? He's like a god. He ain't no god. Somebody can knock him out. Like if it was me in there, I'd have knocked him out a long time ago. He activates curse techniques and switches between amplification and innate technique quickly. If Gojo didn't have six eyes, Sukuna would even best him in curse energy efficiency. Wow. Okay, he also has more overall curse energy than I do. My hunch is he, he he likes you more than I do. He wants to be just like you. He likes you more than I do. Okay, my hunch is twice or more. If you was in JJK, you would be panda level. If I was in JJK, man, take Sukuna, right? Kenjaku, Gojo, Megumi, Yuji, and let's say what's my man? I forgot the dude name, Kiki or whatever his name is. The dude who uses the gambling curse technique or whatever, like the gambling thing where he get that infinite power up or whatever the invincibility, whatever it was. He got like the gambling thing. He hits the jackpot. That guy. Take all of them, then multiply them by 3. That would be me. I'd be on gangster level, OG level, big homie level. Okay, so it's not like they wouldn't open their domains due to the lack of curse energy. Maybe nobody, including those two, knows what'll happen if their domains clash. Oh, she got a good point. Yeah. And here it comes. Oh, yo, they getting ready to do it. Gojo went at it. No, they both said it at the same time, didn't they? Yeah, they both said it at the same time. They probably wasn't sure. Okay, if our domains clash, what's going to happen? The entire universe get ate up. You know what I mean? They don't know. Actually, if my theory is correct, Sukuna would know because he fought against somebody like Gojo before. If my theory is correct. Okay, so anyway, here we go. All you see is a big ball, big black ball. It looks like a black hole. Sukuna, he summed up some like shrine or something like that, some cursed shrine, and it's got like mouths on each side. Okay, the clash was even inside Gojo's barrier. The two can't miss commands overlapped and canceled. The two can't miss commands overlapped and canceled each other out. So neither one of them got hit. They fought with both their domains open. If one takes heavy damage or one of their domains collapses, the other's guaranteed hit will immediately strike. And Gojo all happy. He got a smile on his face all the time. He want to take your place. He's a backstabber. No, but I'm saying he got a smile on his face like, I wanted this. I wanted some competition. Like everybody else, I slaps easy. You know what I mean? I finally got somebody I could fight to my heart's content. Okay, that's an even match. For real, it can't be. Inside a barrier. Okay, look, it turned into like a black hole. It's sucking everything up around it. Okay, but the effective range of Sukuna's domain reaches outside the exterior of Gojo's domain. Thus, the domain's barrier, it's weak against attacks from outside. So we need to go ahead and jump on there and start attacking this sucker because Sukuna's a freaking clown and we gotta get at him. Okay, it looks like the walls of the barrier is cracking. It's cracking like a crit. Okay, now it exploded and it's halfway open. So they're inside like a bowl or something. Yo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Sukuna starts laughing and smiling, giggling, keying, and series over. Stop playing with me. And Gojo is sitting there like, what the freak is going on? And you just see his neck just gets slashed. I mean, slashed. He got his throat slit. He just instantly got hit. Sukuna knew that was going to Gojo a fraud. He a fraud. He from fraud and Allegheny. I told you. Yo, Sukuna got him. But Sukuna's not even at full power. Like, what the freak is going on? But he got more experience than Gojo, that's for sure. But how did this happen? I have no clue. They're going to have to explain it in the next chapter. But great chapter. Finally, with Gojo being back, things are firing on all cylinders. I still got to figure out what Sukuna's techniques are and whatnot, with his curse techniques and whatnot. Also, how'd he get Gojo? They got to explain that. And like I said, I still think that Sukuna was the one who uses Megumi's technique, like the whatever curse technique that was. It was him. He might have used it just now, and we don't know. But Gojo should be able to heal or something like that. I don't think the fight's over just yet. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. Peace.